And Bernie Pau-Lacq-Orthez facing off against RASTA Vechta from Germany. Two teams making their debut in this competition last week, but distinctly different fortunes as RASTA Vechta enjoyed a memorable opening night win. For Pau-Lacq-Orthez, a night to forget though, as they went down to previous champions RASTA Athens in their opening game. So there you see the four fixtures from Group B here this week. Two games taking place tonight, a game and then Burgos against Anvil Rocklebeck, the other teams tonight, as the remaining two games will be played tomorrow. So after game day one, we have the 8 teams in Group B, all trying to be one of the top 4 qualifiers after they have played each other home and away throughout the regular season. And there is the standings. You can see Ike, thanks to that big victory over Allons-Béarnais, our team tonight are at the top place. RASTA Vechta in 3rd position in this very young season in the Basketball Champions League. So the 22nd encounter between a French and a German team in Basketball Champions League history this will be, with the French team coming out on top in 15 of those 21 games. We'll see how it goes today, because this German team is an exciting young team that really did make their mark last week. They were led by Trevor Simpson, the number 15. A massive performance from him. Individually placed him in the top performers of game day 1 for his team. But, you know, he was supported admirably by a number of very impressive performers. So for this Pau-Lacq-Orthez team, last week it was Matt Mobley that led the scoring for them. He was helped by Tyrese McGee as well, as they both put together double-digit scoring games. But it was the defensive end that was the problem for the French team. They go up over 100 points to RASTA Athens on the road, and that will be something that they are trying to change here tonight.
Let's get it, boys! Yes, sir! Let's go!
So RASTA Vechta won their debut game, like we said last week, 89-76 over Anvil. They're trying to become the 2nd German team to win their first 2 games in this competition. The last being Medi Beirut, who won their first 2 games in 2017-18. So last week, it was the step-up performance of Trevor Simpson that led the way for the team. It'll be interesting to see, can he repeat the strong performance he had there. Here they come out onto the floor. RASTA Vechta, a good story really. They got promoted from the 2nd division, the Pro A in Germany, to the Bundesliga last year, where they had a very impressive season. They ended up making it into the playoffs, where they defeated Borussia Bamberg 3-1 in the quarterfinals, earning eventually a 4th place finish for the team. And now looking to build on that as they have entered the European competition. Mentioned it was their debut in this competition in the Basketball Champions League last week. So Josh Young, who was quiet in the Basketball Champions League, he had come off a very impressive performance in the Bundesliga the previous weekend and came off the bench. You'll see what's in store for him here tonight, as we now turn our attentions to Allons-Béarnais. This French team, 9-time French club champions, but the last time being way back in 2004. Make their way out onto the floor now. Pau-Lacq-Orthez looking to become, or not to become, the 2nd French team to lose both their opening games in the Basketball Champions League. They do not want to follow in the footsteps of SIG Strasbourg, who in 2016-17 lost their first 2 games in this competition. Luckily, they are back here at home. They do have an experienced team, one that has been there before. A number of players you will recognise from previous Euro Champions League teams. As they now make their way onto the floor. They went down this previous weekend, 68-76 to Asvel in the Pro A. And they now sit in 10th position with 2 wins and 3 losses domestically. Yes, we have had the lineups and the players are into their last stages of warm-up here. 3 officials from Latvia, Poland and Slovakia taking charge of today's game. And for RASTA Vechta, we said it was a very impressive performance for them last week. They made the most threes and had the most assists of any teams in game day 1. 30 assists as a team, 16 three-pointers for them. As they really did come out, play a very energetic, high brand of basketball. Very pleasing on the eye. So led by Travis Simpson, he opened the game with an alley-oop dunk. It continued in that way. So it's Young, Simpson, Murphy, Wainwright and Steve Astoria that make up the 5 that will start the game for the German team. Now the first team to have more than 30 assists on their Champions League debut, and only the 2nd German team to ever do it. And so we have a look at their Spanish head coach, Pedro Calles. And now, Alain Bernet will be, like I said, trying to use some of that experience they do have. They have guys like Tyrese McGee, though. They'll be coming off the bench today. A FIBA Euro Cup champion. So it's Mobley, Cavalier, Leslie, and Bodge. And also the surprise starter, Pouveillon, who 20-year-old. Small forward, didn't play last week, but he's been inserted in the starting lineup here tonight. Great opportunity for Florent Pouveillon. See if he can start with some energy and enthusiasm for this Bernet team. There is their head coach. It is Laurent Villa.
The first goal is 3-4. Okay, so when you are here, Leo screen with Travis, touch the receipt. Okay, you wait to come back, provoke the switch on the low post. Okay, the defender comes here, screen. When you go here, it's not possible to receive the ball to play. Okay, low pass, screen, short roll. I made a really tough decision today for me. Okay? You or Shaquille have to cover his defense tonight. Everybody play fucking defense to the level of the league. Is that clear? Let's go. Yeah, let's go, boys. Let's do that. 1 on 3, 1 on 3, 1 on 3. Wait. Go. Hey.
Great insight into the timeouts and final bits of instruction for both teams. As RASTA Vechta will be out there early in their black road uniforms with the orange trim. And now, Alain Bernet will join them in their white home uniforms. You see Ronald Moore coming out onto the floor. we are nearly set to get underway here in the southern French town, just 50 miles from Spain, of Pau. First game of Basketball Champions League action here in Pau. As we are off and underway, and immediately up high, RASTA Vechta will earn a trip to the line. So another fast start from the German team. We saw exactly that last week as they used a designed play, a lob on that occasion to get Simpson going. But now, looks like there's some injury here. Heavy fall. Trying to see who it is that's down. Took the hit. Some concern being shown though. Looks like a shoulder injury. I think that's Ish Wainwright that's down. Wants his neck. Let's have another look. Big hit. It's in fact Kamari Murphy. There's the foul from Mbodj. A very early stoppage in play. You can see the neck of Murphy. Needs to be shaken up. 15.7 rebounds, 4 assists for Murphy last week in that win. So gets up, slow to the bench. Just having a look. Talked about the surprise introduction of young Florent Pouvaillon for Pau, for Elon Béarnais, but in fact that was a mistake. There are 5 out there on the floor. Cavalier, Leslie, Mbodj, Mobley and Ronald Moore. The 5. Moore wasn't listed in our pre-game graphic for Vechta. And the mistakes on their side as well, because now we have Kessens coming in, but Kessens, who's replaced Murphy, Simpson, Pastoria, Wainwright and Young. So Kessens comes in, immediately makes the 2 free throws. Good strong start from him, and here comes the pressure from RASTA Vechta. They played with great energy last week. Already they've started that here, up the floor, against this athletic team. Moore off the screen. Leslie, back to Moore, Moore to the corner. Cavalier, open triple in the corner. Well, good shot from the Frenchman, just 23 years of age, been with this club since the age of 16. Now been made the captain. He's got the tough assignment. There's Wainwright, goes through to the corner. Now Simpson pulls up for 3. Hits the front of the ring. And Pau going the opposite direction. Moore trying to find something. Now reverse it. Cavalier over into the hands of Leslie. Leslie draws some attention. Quick ball movement. A turnover before it's given straight back. So good work on the defensive side from RASTA Vechta. But Steve Astoria couldn't handle it as he's tried to start the break. The sharpshooter, Astoria. And now he's got to play some defense. He commits a foul. And it is a basket from Leslie. Great out of bounds play. Leslie gets deep. Too strong to finish. As Astoria just a little bit late. Great start from Pau then. That's the basket in response from Kessens, who has all 4 for Vechta. See, 2 from 2 from free throw line. Now he's added that first field goal as well. There's Leslie, low shot clock, tough step back from him. In and out. Doesn't go. Young off the ball screen, pulls up. Well, Josh Young, great perimeter shooter. Not sure that's the tactic to play against him. Coming off the ball screen. Into the lower block. Mbodj out. Into the hands of Mobley. Mbodj again. Draws contact, and he's going to get the finish. Oh, Jake Mbodj. Unselfish. Got it, kicked it, resealed, and then made a great move against Kessens. So he will be at the line. Astoria gives it over. Now Young waiting. Kessens has it on the inside. Little jump hook from him. Tough finish. Rebound snatched in by Mobley. He nearly had it taken away, but now he'll push in the opposite direction. Use this early screen, Mobley. One way then the other. The defense does a good job on that far side. Leslie. Low shot clock for him again. He's going to have to isolate against Vastoria. Has the step. Too strong once more. Travis Leslie started this game brightly. Moves his team into double digits. An early lead for Pau. 5 points for Leslie. Young hesitates. Gets into the lane. Wainwright in the corner. Oh, he comes up limping as well. It's Wainwright. A couple of those corner threes in the second half of their victory last week. So Leslie trying to look to the inside, but looks like Mbodj is going to be called for the foul. Substitution happening for Pau. Mbodj goes out, picking up his second personal. Let's have a look. Clears his man out with the left elbow. Strong drive, can't finish. It's Nicolas DeLong that has come in for Pau. There's the number 37, but they're going to give it up cheaply. Straight back to Vechta here. 1 point game. Vastoria, he can't knock it down. Said that it made 16 threes last week. RASTA Vechta. Mobley has been quiet in the early stages. He had that big game last week. Matt Mobley was 4 of 7 for 3, 25 points. It's a man who led the Belgium league in scoring last season, Mobley. So don't expect him to stay quiet for too long. Here he is now. Next to the screen for De Jong. Rolls to the ring. Again, Mobley will pass out. Happy to let others do the work as Leslie continues his very hot start to this one. He's got 7 personal now. Even with the substitution, Astoria out. Still nobody to slow him down as the offensive rebound. Oh, thought it was going to go into the hands of Kessens, but he dropped it. Opposite direction now. We go to the inside. Here comes Mobley off a couple of screens. Instead, De Jong. His jump shot doesn't go. And we quickly go in the opposite direction. Jarrell Rochelle misses his jumper. And now Sergi Garcia here with the ball. Didn't play last week. Out injured. Young Spanish guard. Rachel gets deep, finds Kessens. He's tied up, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. And Kessens goes out. Still see treatment being had there to Kamari Murphy on the bench. So that will affect this RASTA Vechta rotation in the front line. As we see Philip Herkenhoff in for the first time, number 14 starter last week. He's got to get back quickly. De Jong skips it. Cavalier. Strong drive from him. Draws the foul against Rochelle. High ball screen. Moore looks to the inside, another turnover. Jump ball gives it back to Pau. It's Moore, closely guarded by Garcia. Mobley comes high. No hesitation off the screen, great skip pass from him, but out of bounds. Leslie, he continued on and made the shot. Travis Leslie, that's the way he started this game, but just loose foot on the sideline. A lot of turnovers, 9 already in the game. Both teams being guilty of it. That's Wainwright, squares up, rounds to Herkenhoff. He looks to the inside. Instead, he's got to go to Sergi Garcia. Garcia now to Wainwright. Not really any inroads made, and it's going to be a travel called as eventually it's Jarrell Rochelle who tried to make the play, get inside the three-point line. Leslie then, bring it in from the side. Moore once more. Great pass out. Moore gets it back. Open triple, doesn't go. Good offensive rebound. And Travis McGee starts it over again as his jump shot bounces over the backboard. We continue to play though. Young pulls it out. He's in no hurry, calls the set. Pushes everybody out the way. Shot clock gets to 15. Wainwright back to Young. And now Herkenhoff comes to screen. Oh, nice little pass, but deflected. Herkenhoff picks it up. Can't finish, however. We go the other way once more. It's in the hands of Ronald Moore. High-low action. Leslie catches and finishes. Beautiful play from Travis Leslie. Well, what hasn't he done in this game? He's gone off the dribble. He's made from the perimeter. Now he's posting up as well. Travis Leslie, 9 points, 4 of 5 from the field. The response doesn't go for Young. Garcia does well to keep it alive. The three for Rachel doesn't drop, but he is fouled and he will go to the line. There it is. McGee. It didn't look like a lot of contact. There's Tyrus. McGee tried to get there, but at the line for 3 foul shots now. There'll be Jarrell Rochelle. Rochelle scoreless last week. To take just 1 shot. "27-year-old forward. Makes the last. Now he'll go to the bench. High fives for him, and Trevor Simpson comes back into the game. Simpson being very quiet. He already had about 3 dunks by this stage last week. As McGee loses Garcia. And now they get to the inside. De Jong backing his man down. Draws 2. Someone's going to be open. It's De Jong once again. Oh, lovely fake for De Jong, and the finish. Great footwork from the big man. Sold the fake, got the defenders in the air. Defenders, because there's more than one. And then contact and finish. 31-year-old centre, Nicolas De Jong. Great move from him. It's a chance to add the bonus as well. Which he does. Good minutes for him. Wainwright to Young. Wainwright again. He's played the whole of this first half. Wainwright doesn't get that one. McGee skies for that defensive rebound. Starts off the transition. He's going to come off the screen. Quick ball movement. Nearly a turnover as they look to the inside. And Peter Connolly, he is fouled. So at the line for 2 shots, Connolly. Experienced big man. Despite the fact he's just 24 years of age. Usually a guy that's known as someone that can step out, knock down that perimeter jump shot as well. First one fouls from the line though. A second misses as well. Rebound bounces clear, and it's McGee that picks up. How did McGee get to the loose ball? He finds Mobley with that much space. Oh, you're dicing with death there as Connolly, the man who missed the 2 free throws, makes up for it with the offensive rebound and score. Now, these are the plays RASTA Vechta did not give up last week in that victory for them against Anvil Rocklebeck. Open 3 from Herkenhoff, he knocks it down. It's going to help their cause, just to try and get a little momentum back as Garcia trying to draw the offensive foul. Once more, De Jong turns, fades, fires. Misses badly though. And Young will go the other way, passes ahead, Garcia. An extra one to the corner, another foul! And this one is good. Well, the foul against the 3-point shot as Herkenhoff knocks it down. Back-to-back triples from the big man. Is that De Jong that committed the foul? Wasn't sure. Let's have a look. Yeah. He just doesn't let Herkenhoff land, does he? And Philip Herkenhoff, 20 years of age. He only had 2 points last week as he started the game. Coming off the bench seems to suit him, though. 7 here on those couple of triples early on. That's McGee. Now Mobley off the screen. He's got a little seam to attack. Unselfish from him, though. And in the end, a tough finish for Pau. It's made by Diawara. Last possession of this first quarter, 4 seconds left. Vastoria squaring up. Garcia comes up short. So Sergio Garcia couldn't finish the quarter on a positive note for Vechta, but they got some momentum back in those last few minutes. An entertaining first 10 minutes comes to a close as Elon Bernet, Pau-Lacq-Orthez lead this one 21-19 over RASTA Vechta. See the numbers. Pau-Lacq-Orthez 67% from the 2-point range, and RASTA Vechta just 29. They'll be pleasing to Pau because they gave up nearly 70% from that range last week against AEK Athens in the Greek capital. So big changes for them defensively. Exactly what was needed. And then on this end, had some comfort. The early three from Cavalier. And then it was all about this man, Travis Leslie. Leslie, a hot start for his team. He did a bit of everything, really helped establish them on that end of the floor. As Young and his RASTA Vechta team found some momentum in those last couple of minutes. Behind some three-point shooting once again. Herkenhoff made a couple. And that was what got them the victory last week. 16 threes for them on that particular occasion. And if they're going to shoot 20% for 2-point range, they may well need to make a lot of threes to beat a team like Pau and these plays from Travis Leslie. There is one of those threes, the second from Herkenhoff. This was the one he was fouled on, as De Jong just couldn't get out in time to guard the 3-point shooter. So we are back as the teams are onto the floor once again. Wainwright brings it in. Garcia remains in the point guard position for the German team. Simpson, Vastoria and Herkenhoff make up the 5. As a cheap turnover from Steve Vastoria gives it straight back to Pau. They are out there with their 5 on the floor. That includes Mobley, Therese McGee. He has the ball. Big Nicola de Jong. And then also Peter Corneli for the 5. Doesn't go on the 3 from McGee. Opposite direction quickly. Vastoria to Garcia. Garcia tries to attack again. Gets it rejected. Find that opening against those long arms of Dike Diawara. See Dike just lining him up, really. Forced Garcia to go exactly where he wanted. Good defense from De Jong. Shot clock to 5 now. The 3 from Simpson, too strong. But the first man to the rebound is Vastoria. Vastoria puts it on the deck, has it rejected. This one is Matt Mobley on the denial. As the inbounds play leads to an open shot for Vastoria. And he's trying to work Mobley up the floor. Mobley beats him easily though. Corner lead. Tries to get it into the hands of McGee. Eventually does, but the clock down to 7 seconds now. McGee's picked it up. Throws a tough pass over the top. Good work from De Jong to just seal off his man, make the pass easy. And he is fouled by Herkenhoff. Experience of the 31-year-old against the 20-year-old there. Just De Jong just moved Herkenhoff up the line as the pass was in the air. And that meant that he could receive it. There's the rejection from Mobley. And now Pau with a 1-point lead, have the ball again. Herkenhoff goes out, replaced by Kessens, as you can see there. McGee. Quick passing around, gets it to the open man in the corner. But the three doesn't go for corner lead. Good ball movement from Pau. Astoria using the screen. Picks it up, finds Kessens. Kessens against the Young. Fades, decides to go with the right hand. Perhaps should have gone with his left if he could. The RASTA Vechta players wanted a carry, he wasn't called. And McGee just continued to play and got the score. Everyone looked at Diawara and wanted the carry against him. Referees didn't agree though. First points of the night for McGee. Vastoria has some room. Oh, it's rejected, I think, by Corneli, but a follow-up by Kessens. Great energy from him. Diawara to De Jong. Moved the ball well, Pau-Lacq-Orthez. There's the three, this one goes from Ronald Moore. Astoria, catch and shoot, that's what he does. You cannot give that man a glimmer of space. As if he gets a good look at the basket, Steve Astoria looks like he will not miss many at all. Just 2 of 6 last week. So timeout here. Back and forth game in this second quarter. 7:07 remains. So we're listening to the timeout from Pau.
First in pick and roll, okay? So for example, hey, they play here, okay, the pick and roll. So we are on white, we are here, Peter plays the safety, and here on this position. But when they come here, just go, okay? They don't attack the wheel, okay? They go just on the side, so you have to come back. And here we follow to them maybe, okay, in case. When they play the 21, they pass to the 4, and the point guard, okay, use the flare screen.
I got it.
Yeah, you go here, okay? It's not really a shooter, okay? So be careful of that. Now we play the sideline here. We play 3 flash, okay? But first with the pass. So Peter, tu vas commencer ici, okay? Screen for Tyrese. Tyrese to go here, but first we try to pass to Peter. Hand off after. Wait for the screen. Peter screen for Nico. And you attack. No moving screen. No moving screen.
A lot of information in the timeout. Well, Pau-Lacq-Orthez then. So sideline comes in, Connolly available. McGee now. Screen comes. This is what they discussed. McGee gets to the edge of the key, but has to go out to Diawara. Diawara skip past to the far side. Corneli has the step. Shot clock's low. It's missed in the first attempt, and then Wainwright battling, giving up some size on the inside, comes away with a defensive rebound. Wainwright now. That's Young. Back to Wainwright. There's his three. Short again, though. Oh, but great work on the boards from Herkenhoff. He has it taken off him in the end. And a chance perhaps to run for Pau in transition. Diawara took the three, perhaps had the pass, but he is fouled. So a poor breakdown from Wainwright, really, to foul the man shooting the three. I'm sure that's the play they're going to want from Isha Wainwright. Second foul against him, especially. We haven't seen any sign from RASTA Vechta of Kamari Murphy coming back. So that front line already up against it without his services. Don't want a guy like Wainwright, his ability to stretch the floor, to get into foul trouble. Diawara's second is good. Because there was a three-point shot. And we'll take the third. Makes it. 4-point lead for Alain Bernet. That's Wainwright. Goes to Simpson, and finally he gets himself on the board. Trevor Simpson, after that explosion last week. With 28. First points now. McGee fouled from behind. Vestoria claims he got the ball, but there'll be two shots to come from McGee. There's Leslie. Looks like he's checking back in. Replaces Diawara. Yeah, he may have got the ball, but he also just made contact with the back. So Vestoria picks up his second. He has to go out. These fouls mounting up. Look at the team fouls right now. 4 already against RASTA Vechta. So any other foul from the German team, we'll see Pau shoot from the line. The French team still yet to commit their first foul of this second quarter. First is missed from McGee. Second is good. I mentioned McGee, a FIBA Euro Cup champion last season for Dinamo Sassari. That's Rochelle getting hounded when he dribbles the ball by McGee. Finds Kessens. Kessens hands it over to Wainwright. Back to Rochelle. Nothing happening. Rochelle eventually gets a step and is rejected. McGee, it's at the third or fourth block of the night for this Pau defense. Low shot clock now. 1.8 seconds left. It's their third block, so they'll bring it in from the baseline. A lot of switching. They're going to leave Simpson wide open. Can't get it to go as the buzzer sounds. Fight for the rebound. And it goes to Pau. McGee just was not letting Rochelle get to that one. Held him off, but then, as we was watching the replay, turnover. RASTA Vechta ball. Great fight from the German team. Still trailing by 2 here. They'll bring it in from the end line. Young it is to be the inbound man. Simpson. Can't find any opening. Shot clock down to 8 seconds now. Kessens loses his man, finds Wainwright, and Wainwright puts it home. Good pass from Kessens. Wainwright just sort of ghosted along that baseline without being seen. And he ties us at 31 apiece here. Kessens in the trap against McGee. He's picked it up, tries to find something. Gets it to Cavalier, but he turns it over. trying to find the open man on the inside. Lovely little change up on the defensive end from RASTA Vechta. 7th turnover of the night for Pau then. Young goes out. See Max DeLeo in street clothes there on the sideline. One man short. RASTA Vechta in the backcourt here tonight, but they have Sergi Garcia back in. He's checked into the game. Here he is with the ball. Didn't play in the victory last week. Shot clock to 7 now. He goes to the wing, and the open three is good for Simpson. Second triple for him. He starts to come to life. As RASTA Vechta have a 3-point lead now. No timeout coming from Pau-Lacq-Orthez though. As McGee waits for the screen. McGee trying to find some room to Leslie. And Leslie's hot start continues. He hasn't cooled down on the bench. Responds with a 3 of his own. Tied at 34, 12 points for Leslie, you see. Now Simpson, his chance. Patient play from him. Goes to Garcia. Garcia hesitates, goes again. Another 3. Rochelle, corner, buries it. Oh, it's a 3-point shootout here. As Jarrell Rochelle makes his first triple of the game. Back-to-back 3s for RASTA Vechta. They said they made 16 last week, the most of any team in the RASTA Champions League. And it's timeout called by Pau-Lacq-Orthez.
Hey guys, first, do not mistake. Second, do not aggressive. Okay, 0-5, guys. So we can play more aggressive and no mistake in defense. Okay, let's go, pick it up, let's go, let's go. After this, hey, just here. So Travis, you have the ball. Start from here. Okay. So deny like this, and push you. Hey, screen, flash, and violent ball. Come, or send the screen. This. Hey. Okay. So play harder now, okay. Same level on the screen. No mistake with the 3-point shot. Okay. Be careful one thing. Now. Maybe they want to play the alley-oop, okay, because they are confident. So contact, and with Simpson said, Simpson receives the ball here, lock it, okay. No alley-oop, okay, no easy.
Well, we saw second chance points. And we saw bench points coming up there in the timeout, but in this second quarter, it's been all about the 3 points. Because both teams shooting it well from beyond the 3-point line. That was the one that called the timeout. As Rochelle knocks it down. That's after Simpson has started to come to life for RASTA Vechta. Travis Leslie in the party for Pau-Lacq-Orthez. As Ronald Moore comes off the screen. Finds Leslie. Leslie has it tipped away by Kessens. Fight for the ball. And it's Wainwright first to it. He throws ahead. Rochelle can't finish the layup, but Camelier loses it out of bounds. Nobody challenging him. The captain of this French team gives it back to RASTA Vechta. Thibault double bracket goes out. De Jong comes back in. Rochelle. 12 on the clock as he finds Simpson. Started to heat up a bit. Simpson thought about another one. Now gets to the edge of the lane, but brings it back to Rochelle. Rochelle, 5 on the clock for him. As it tipped by Leslie, some strong defense. 1.2 seconds left on the shot clock. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound from Young though. And it's good. Another triple from RASTA Vechta. It is Sergi Garcia. And a 6-point lead for RASTA Vechta. inside 3 minutes left. What a second period this has been for the German team on the road. After the momentum of the victory last week, Wainwright gets the steal. Garcia has open floor ahead of him. Goes all the way, but it's rejected by De Jong. Garcia manages to get it back. Going to the stack. Skips it out to Wainwright. His three. Way short. Leslie going in the opposite direction. Nearly loses it before getting it into the hands of Ronald Moore. And he calmly gets a bit of control for his team. Moore pulls it out again. Under 10 on the clock. This pass. It's not deflected. It just goes out of bounds as Moore loses it. I thought it might have been deflected. No, another turnover for Ilan Bernet. And another timeout for the French team as well. RASTA Vechta on a roll behind this great three-point shooting for them. It's actually their timeout. My mistake.
Let's go. Keep it up.
Let's see
Next
what they're
play.
going to talk about.
You point guard. Okay? It's okay. Alright? What I want, you are the two. After the DHO, bring the ball here. Kessing, Simpson, do nothing. Just effective. Boom. Attack De Jong. If De Jong overextends, give me the sleep, and then we play this way. Pam, pam. If we don't have nothing, step up, and then we attack De Jong in the pick and roll.
Very important 153 here in this first half. A 6-point lead. Vechta, I'm sure would love to make this a double-digit lead going into the half. Where they've been shooting the three, you wouldn't be surprised either. Sergi Garcia now comes off the screen from Kessens. Tries to find Young on the far side, but he doesn't. Sideline possession. Young will be the entry man. 6 on the clock. Wainwright trying to find some room. Turns, spins. Tough shot, misses everything. Good rebound from Leslie. Good defensive stand there from Ilan Bernet. As Leslie comes off that handoff screen, finds De Jong. De Jong, great pass. Cavalier finishes it off. Great cut along the baseline from him. Good recognition of his man leaving to help. Started the game with a 3. He adds the dunk as well. Kessens runs into a lot of bodies. Possession will stay with RASTA Vechta though. So they're going to bring Herkenhoff in for the final minute. Another man that can stretch the floor. That's for sure. You see good extra pass from De Jong. Simpson. Garcia wide open. Where was the defense? Garcia just comes off the screen, casually turns and fires to add yet 3 more points for RASTA Vechta. Cavalier now. Trying to find some room. Has it turned over? Garcia again! Garcia all the way with a finish. Well, we said they would love to make it a double-digit lead. It's now up to 9. 45 points in the first half for RASTA Vechta here. They will hold for the final shot. Moore steadies, waits, comes off the screen. Cavalier skips it over to Leslie. Leslie backs it out. Shot clock getting lower and lower. De Jong fires it up, but that's not the shot they wanted. And leading scorer from game one, Matt Mobley, just buried in the corner. Didn't even see the ball down the stretch. What a second period for RASTA Vechta. On the road, they have the lead. It is Alain Bernet, 36, RASTA Vechta, 45. Very impressive second quarter performance from the German team. They came out firing. Not sure that they are 3 of 9 from the field with 5 field goals. There's the little update of the score. The rebounding totals tells us 22-15. 12 assists for Vechta after their 30 last week. It's a high in the Basketball Champions League, but the three-point shooting in that second period alone, very impressive indeed. Garcia leads the scoring with 8. 6 of those coming, 5 of those coming in the final 30 seconds. Herkenhoff on 2 triples and a free throw has 7. Leslie really is the man stemming the bleeding right now. He has 12 of the points for Alain Bernet. So some highlights from that first 20 minutes of action. It started nicely for the French team. Coming off the disappointment of the big loss last week, they looked like they were happy to be home. But RASTA Vechta, once they regrouped, once they kind of got over the loss of Kamari Murphy on the first possession of the game, they started to find that three-point range. And then the confidence just grew and grew for the German team. They've opened up this lead now, scoring 45 points in the first half. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in this second 20 minutes. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time. Make sure you join us again for the second half coming up shortly.
Antwerp with the steal. Oh my goodness. What an athletic play.
Under the basket, Mustafa Fall in the lane, and he held the ball up like the Eiffel Tower, and it was just too easy for the big man.
Nice, beautiful move. Really sneaky, smart play. Oh, what a move by Thomas, throwing it down. Just catch through the lane and throws it down with authority. Inside for a big time slam dunk by Faye. Ibrahim Faye, I said earlier, just throw it up anywhere above the rim and he'll catch it. Wow, what a play.
Marty, oh, he throws it down hard. Great hustle play by Brindisi. Kelvin Marty just hammered it home.
No good there for the Sixers, and here comes Jaquan Lewis. Lewis, still Lewis. Oh, what a move! Off the glass!
Offensive rebound, and Goldikas has been good, but he turns it over. Ball kept alive. Martin goes down the floor and gets to the end of the runway and takes off and throws it down for two. And Kelvin Martin, there you go, gets off the 2 feet, gives it a little windmill action and throws it down.
Double triple to be called. It isn't. Young gets a little slip, throws it up, and then the finish. Once some more, it's Kamari Murphy. Sorry, it was Simpson sneaking along the baseline.
Luna inside the Adelaide Lund. Back to Lund. Oh my lord! I mean, he stares it down. You remember the name. It is Abdullah Lund. Look at the elevation, and he stares it down on the floor. You remember Abdullah Lund.
We have to be focused now, aggressive. Don't give the fault early, okay? But play hard and aggressive, okay? Now, in offense, first we play the chin, okay? So, Davis, screen, toi tu vas attendre vraiment l'écran, okay? Tu attends l'écran. No moving screen for sure, okay? I wait for you. Pass, run, you pass to Peter. If you see the switch or deny, you keep the ball, okay? But if you can pass. Normally on the pass, okay, you go here, share, screen for Travis.
If nothing is there, Simpson with the ball, and then wait for Kessie. Okay? Boom. Effective. Pasturia, walk up. Simpson. If nothing is there, I want to play the ball screen with you. On the left hand. Watch out when right the new reaction. Okay? Then we play. But the most important thing is their ball now. First defense. The guy who got the ball don't allow entry here. Force the entry this way. Boom, on the catch. Do not allow this dribble. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Let's go.
RASTA Vechta, after a strong second quarter, come out here for the second half. They lead this one 45-36. Great turnaround from them. Real energetic performance in that second period. Some hot shooting from beyond the three-point line as well. A lot of changes need to be made by Alain Bernet. As here comes the trap. Instantly in a foul against Vastoria. Tried to just jump Reggie Moore with it and being ready for it. Draws the foul. So now Moore out there on the floor. Astori has picked up his third foul. Leslie started so brightly. Check. And Bodge back out there after picking up those early fouls. Here he is with his first score of the second half. He picked up a couple of early ones, Bodge. Never returned. So Bodge, Leslie, McGee, Moore, and Cornelie make up the five for Pau. It is Young, Kessens, Vastoria, Wainwright, and Simpson out there on the floor for RASTA Vechta. So they foul to get the score. And back quickly to Moore. Now McGee back to Moore. Defense scrambling. Leslie with a tough finish off the glass. Great play from Travis Leslie. Took one step and went up quickly. Defense didn't expect it. Astoria forced to kick it back out to Kessens. Now Simpson, he likes that three ball. Third in short succession for him. He hit too late in the first half. After the 28-point game last week. He's back. Cornelie takes a quick three and he responds. Well, no one down there with him to rebound Cornelie, but just shot it with confidence. Astoria off the screen. Defense recovers well. Look at the shooting. 10 of 21 for RASTA Vechta. Could be 5 of 10 for, 11 now of 22. Great three-point shooting from the German team. Had another assist in there as well, as Simpson has made another one. Response from Moore. Oh, a three-point shootout here. Both teams stroking it from deep. Young, nice little bounce pass. Kessens with the easy finish. And that's the thing, when you do shoot it as well as the two teams have, it opens up the inside more and more for plays like that. McGee holds it like Jordan in the one hand. Brings it high and uses the screen from Bodge. is Skip. Another three. It's short foul. I think it's going to go against Kessens. Away from the ball. Yeah, Kessens and Bodge just getting a word. Let's have a look. I think there was too much in that. Two guys fighting for position. Kessens leaning on Bodge now. He'll screen once more. Rolls. Good quick step from Leslie. He gets the finish. Wow, what an incredible score from Travis Leslie. Took the contact, falling away off 1 foot. Gets it to go. McGee will commit the foul here. Look at the numbers for Pau-Lacq-Orthez. 71% for three. And yet they're losing for 2-point range. And they're losing by 15 now. Incredible statistic. Shows you the way they have shot the 3-ball RASTA Vechta. Sorry, losing by 5. As Kessens down the middle has it rejected. Here comes Pau. McGee takes the contact and will be at the line. Blink of an eye from one end to the other for Alain Bernet. There's the rejection. Cornelie timed it perfectly. Clean as a whistle. And that starts transition for McGee to get himself to the free throw line. Makes his first. Second doesn't go. Fight for the rebound somehow. Ends up into the hands of Pau. Leslie gets an open look. Can't get it though. Great opportunity that for Alain Bernet. Young will take a three. He's fouled. And it nearly drops. Everyone looks towards the official. Nearly the 12th three of the night for RASTA Vechta. Let's have a look. Just on the little clip on the arm, I think. Second good for Young. He'll steady himself. Third is good. Deserves a break as Sergi Garcia comes back in. Immediately brings that pressure up the floor. Easily broken by Ronald Moore. Now McGee. McGee will take a three, and he knocks it down. McGee with the triple. Started the second half in the place of Matt Mobley. Seen a lot of tonight. And it came in as the reputation of the scorer on this Pau team. Garcia flips it, weak side, open three. A rare miss and a good clean look from RASTA Vechta. Pau-Lacq-Orthez going to come the other direction. Moore holds and waits. And Bodge, the screener. Oh, great step, Leslie Cornelie along the baseline. Picks it up, McGee, 2 on the clock. Goes all the way, floats it high, and will be at the line for 2 shots. Well, he didn't hit the ring, McGee, but he earned his trip over 2 more free throws. Here comes Mobley. McGee penetrating. Took the contact from Gessens. There's a hit to the face right there at the end. That's where the whistle was blown. So McGee back to the line, makes the first. Quickly the other way, goes over the backboard. What happened there? 2-point game. Possession back to RASTA Vechta. Key just looks confused. Simpson. It's been quiet in the second half so far. He'll run the baseline. Here he is. Turns, looking. Can't find anything. Screen comes. Garcia. 3 on the clock. He's going to have to go quickly here. Garcia, Conley doesn't want to foul. And it is a 24-second violation against RASTA Vechta. Possession back to Milan Burnett. Young comes back in for Rochelle. Just a short blow on the bench for Young. Shows his importance out there. Cornerly squares up, hands it over to Mobley. Back to Cornerly. They got a lot of space to the inside. De Jong turns and finishes. Great action to get the ball to the big man. Isolated that matchup against Herkenhoff. Who's going to roll to the ring? But leaves it on the front of the iron. Herkenhoff, as he was fouled. He's frustrated. It's a great finish at one end from De Jong. The other, Herkenhoff, had the advantage. So he's going to have to earn him from the line. Cannot do on the first free throw. Second is good. One or more. Handling the ball once again. Just to the inside. Here comes Mobley. Mobley. All the attention on him. De Jong can't handle it, but it's going to be a foul. Well, Cornerly looked, he faked the pass, and it just kind of took the momentum away, forced De Jong to just kind of stop on his cut. Watch here. There's the fake. And then he just can't quite establish position, but the referee said Herkenhoff pushed De Jong in the back. The big man makes the first. Two for two to give a 1-point lead to the hometown team. Simpson over to Garcia, now to the inside. Strong move. Foul is called. And Herkenhoff will go to the line. To Leslie. Leslie, second time we've seen him in the post. Fading jump shot. Puts it on the front of the ring. Garcia up high for the rebound. Thought about starting the break, controls it now. Wainwright back into the game. A lot of room. Herkenhoff can't finish. He'll be back to the line. Frustrated, big man is. He thought he was going to finish it. Cornely and De Jong going through some discussions. Hoff's first is good. Two-point lead now for the German team. 2 of 2 once more for Herkenhoff. More then. Crosses the half. It's over to Mobley. Mobley's pass. Nearly stolen, but a foul. This time against RASTA Vechta. Start these last few minutes. Lots of fouls on both teams. Substitutions. Herkenhoff's going to go out. Kessens comes back in. Both teams in foul bonus then. So first from Nicola De Jong, who's good. You see his numbers, 8 points, 4 of 5 from the line. Way short on his second. Garcia calls the play. It's like a zone defense here from Pau-Lacq-Orthez, just trying to change it up. Young to the corner, that's Wainwright's spot. As you can see, Ish Wainwright loves those corner threes. It's down another one. It's the 12th of the game, I believe, from Vechta. Have a 6-point lead once again. So Cornely goes out. Looks like Cavalier's coming back in. Cavalier will be the entry man. Gets it into Moore. Moore pulls it out. Comes Mobley. Quick passing. It's called out of bounds. I think you could say the RASTA Vechta bench not really agreed with that one. Eight seconds on the shot clock for Alain Bernet. And a foul is going to be called. More shots to come. Mobley buys this one from the officials. So as I said, this is a man that Pau-Lacq-Orthez need to get going. And Matt Mobley mentioned with the Belgian league in scoring last season with Spiro. That was his first year professionally after graduating from University of St. Bonaventure. Last week, he had 25 points. 4 of 7 from 3, 3 of 5 2-point range, 7 of 9 from the line as well. Just been very quiet here tonight. 2 of 2 on Mobley on this occasion. Makes it a 3-point game. Oh, good step from Young. Young really liked the call. It's the right one, isn't it? Wasn't there in time. It's going to go out. Then Bodge comes back in. Young, 4 fouls, sees him go to that sideline. And Bodge had a good spell at the start of this quarter after he had been hampered by foul problems in that first 20 minutes as well. First one short from Josh Young. Second is good. It's a 4-point game again. And the pace or the excitement of quarter number 2 here. The team's looking to grind it out. There's Cavalier, goes over to Mobley. Mobley back to Cavalier. He has the step, but loses it on the way. Here comes Young. Young slows it. We might think about pulling up for 3 the way he shoots it. But Young smartly tries to take his time, but he's going to turn it over straight back. Obviously should have just pulled up for the 3. Then dribbles it off his own foot. We have 92 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Moore. To Leslie. Back to Moore. Now to Leslie. Leslie. Oh, great attack. If that seam, and Bodge will go to the line. It's excellent recognition from Travis Leslie. Watch. No, you're not going to get to see it. This man tried to squeeze in, help out on the screen, and he just cut the gap. So as soon as he got the ball, found that opening. Defense didn't recover in time. First doesn't go though for Bodge. Makes it. RASTA look long. Takes the touchdown pass, but has to back it out. Garcia, they weave. Simpson to Young. Now, Garcia trying to find something. Good defense, so Wainwright, high-low. And Kessens with the finish. It looked like the shot clock was getting low. And RASTA Vechta hadn't really gone anywhere. It was until you discovered that lovely mismatch right under the ring. Leslie cutting again, finds Mbodge now on the foul line. His jump shot rolls out. Chance to go 2 for 1 here for Sergio Garcia. Look at it. And reverse it through Kessens. And now Young. Young back to Kessens. Has to find some room, can't get it. And Pau-Lacq-Orthez have the opportunity to hold for the final shot of this third quarter then. Moore off the screen. They'll switch it. Moore attacks, gets into the corner, but out of bounds against Mobley. Summed up his evening. Finally gets an opportunity, gets the ball. He has a foot out of bounds, so Rochelle comes in for Kessens. They'll try and spread the floor for this final 4.6. There's the drive from Moore. Makes it. Vechta, one final chance here then. 4.5 seconds, plenty of time. Young, behind his back. Pull up, Wainwright. Oh, he's short from him. Now that is the end of the third quarter here. It is 66-61. RASTA Vechta in the lead over Alain Bernet Pau-Lacq-Orthez. are the numbers then. Vechta still struggling from two-point range, but 12 of 25 for three. I mean, Pau, with those shooting percentages from two-point and three-point range, they will be kicking themselves. So they've left 9 points missing at the line. If they could make their free throws at a higher percentage, look after the ball a bit better, because we saw just towards the end of that third quarter how they'd struggled to safely not turn it over. What a different game this may well be. Underway in the fourth period then. Possession for RASTA Vechta. They have the 5-point lead. They are going to have a turnover. Wainwright on the baseline. Comes up by Cavalier and Kessens. So a chance for Pau here. Nice play. Wainwright had position, just lost his footing, didn't he? Just slid underneath him as he tried to collect the pass. German team going to come with some pressure. McGee collects it. Still think Orthez need to try and get Matt Morley going. Mobley, it's not out there right now. Kiawara gives it back to Moore. Moore, turn around, he's got low shot clock now, 5 seconds more. Tries to find the inside pass, it's taken away, good defense from Rochelle. He'll try and start the break. He goes all the way on his own and earns a trip to the line. Podge goes to the official, he wants a foul at the other end. Not sure if he's got much of a case down there. Rochelle took a lot of contact. Deserves these 2 free throws, really. Rochelle, first is good. Seven points for him. Perfect from the line. He remains that way on his second. It's Moore, guarded closely by Garcia. 7-point advantage now. Moore over to McGee. McGee splits between 2. Offensive foul. And Rochelle is the man making plays both ends of the floor. Earns his trip to the line, makes his free throws, and now he's the one putting his body on the line. McGee, beautiful split. Should have looked to pass there. 16 turnovers against Pau-Lacq-Orthez. That is how they can shoot it so well percentage-wise, but still be losing here. Garcia to Young. Young makes the triple. Another one. 13 on the game for RASTA Vechta. First of the night for Josh Young. It's along the baseline. Kiawara doesn't get a finish. be at the line. 10-point lead for RASTA Vechta. First time. First time this lead has got to double digits. Iwata. Oh, my mistake. Lead is not double digits. 63-71. Because it was given as a basket. Just one to come. So, can't hit the bonus point after a goaltend was called. Young. Man falls to the floor. Someone's open. Young can't take advantage. His skip pass to Rochelle along the baseline. Kick out to Wainwright. Finds Young. Another three. Another make. RASTA Vechta stroking it from three once again. They had 16 last week in their victory. The most of any team in the Basketball Champions League. They got 14 here tonight, I believe. As they are knocking down.
Again and again, okay? We're not
Pau
the
need to make some adjustments.
So on the drive, we have the help from here, not from here. Number 8 and number 15. They are shooter, okay? Don't help too much. It's drive and kick, okay? Same thing on ball screen, okay? Be on the three-point line, okay? On the catch, be there. And after on the drive, you go to the basket, okay? But on the catch and on the drive, be there. All right? We play fist 2, okay? Fist 2. So directly, okay? Normally they don't go on the hard edge, okay? So here, look, okay? Screen with Tyrus, Peter, Chelsea, Vigensela, and you go directly, okay?
Trap coming. Pass ahead. Iwata. Oops, out in the backcourt. McGee now. Only 14 on the clock. Defense working for RASTA Vechta here. Just trying to eat off time with this 11-point lead here. Their largest of the game. Moore for three. Oh, tough make from Ronald Moore. Didn't really have much on. Just turned and to make the play himself. And a turnover. Garcia can't enter it successfully to Wainwright. So good response coming out at the timeout. As Leslie comes in. He spent a long time on the bench. Pressure once more for RASTA Vechta. They deny it into the hands of Moore. McGee comes, he's available. Moore now. Whistle away from the ball. Foul against Kessens. Kessens and Bodge still having that personal battle away from the ball. McGee. Off the screen from one Bodge, one way, then the other. Here's a little gap. McGee goes with the left hand. Out is clear and no real presence on the glass. Oh, what a catch! And a finish! Wainwright, a beautiful play. He was surrounded by defenders. I don't even know how he managed to catch it, let alone get it up and finish. Incredible play from Ish Wainwright. Who's the pass? Young, look at that. Two guys around him. Wainwright collects it, finishes it, takes the foul, doesn't travel. Now RASTA Vechta once again steady the ship. Looks like it's gone against Travis Leslie, the foul. As Vastori is checked back in once again for RASTA Vechta. Finally, don't do something right as Wainwright misses the free throw. 10 on the night for him. McGee. The screen. Comes Leslie. Leslie forcing his way to the basket. And finds enough room in the end to get the scoop. Storio calls the play. Falkenhoff goes to the floor, and he will get 3 more. He's already been fouled shooting 1-3. He made that one, and now he misses this. Came up way short, but he will be at the line to shoot 3 free throws. First is short, second is good. Thanks. That one. Again, gives that comfort level to RASTA Vechta. 10-point lead, 68-78. Cornerly back, he goes back to Moore. Moore trying to find some room. Leslie, he's got to back it out. McGee. Just everything hard work for this Pau offense. Good work on the defensive end from RASTA Vechta. They're grabbing the rebound. Cornerly commits the foul. Good rebound from Simpson. He gets the walk to the opposite end. 5 team fouls against Pau-Lacq-Orthez now. Still 6 minutes, 19 seconds left. So the first goes. Second for Simpson. He's also good. Well, we haven't seen high-flying Trevor Simpson today, but we've seen sharp shooting one from 3-point range, 2-point range, from the free throw line as well. He's been successful. Leslie now, again, bullying his way with his left hand, loses it en route to the ring. Again, just taking the challenge right to Trevor Simpson. And Bodge goes out. De Jong comes back in. Remember, he's got those 4 fouls. Nicola De Jong. Foul was called. Sideline possession this time then, after the end line. Cornerly, height advantage over Wainwright, backs it out though, shot clock to 7. Pull up, tough shot from Moore, doesn't go, and again, got to credit the defense of RASTA Vechta. Looking firm. Young cuts through. Here comes Vastoria, Vastoria. In no hurry, gets deep in the lane. So turning half jump hook doesn't go. Moore. So Cornerly steps into the 3. Can't get it. De Jong fouled by Falkenhoff. some high fives. Well, we've got a timeout here, 12-point game, 68 plays 80. Pau-Lacq-Orthez got some work to do in these final few minutes. See if they can peg back this lead.
Okay, we play the one. Okay, so run. Okay, the focus is after Nico. Okay, he set the screen for Tyrus. So Tyrus first he set the screen here. Okay, for Peter. Okay, and after you go here for the shot. Okay, remember. Okay, you go here. Toi tu pop. Okay, on sait jamais. In case you have the pass here. Okay, and after it's middle screen back screen. Okay, now defense. We play higher and with the ball screen. We go blue. Okay, blue. Okay, just one thing. Level here and drop with the 14. Okay, the shooter, this guy. So, with him, okay, go here. Si jamais no screen, you call no screen. And you come back, okay? Go. off here. Matt, hand off with Nico. Screen with Peter. Peter, you dive and you pop. Okay. Maybe you can go directly. Maybe it's a switch. Be careful, he's a good defender. So on this, step back. Toi, tu dive pour flasher. First hook on Nico. First hook on Nico. Okay? And after, we will see. Okay. Hey! We stay high. It's 12 after basket. 12 after basket. So we attack. You play here, you stay, you double, and you play here. After everybody comes. Go. Go, go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go. Fresh break. You inbound. Okay? I want Wainwright this side. Hessen in this side. Simpson, George, Pasturia. Kane. The ball is here. Okay? Boom. Boom. We go. Pasturia behind. High 44. For this. Endo. Okay? Simpson. Wiping down. Okay? I don't care if you want the point or you want the point. Let's go. Is that clear? Yeah. We play some offense and then what to take? Finish.
Wainwright. Paslote. Rachel. Simpson. Boom. And then close the door. You got this or you got yours. Okay?
Hey guys, you have a second and a half, so that's one big shot. Finish on three, 1, 2, 3.
On vous rappelle que le prochain champion palais, c'est dans le cadre du championnat de France de JT ce dimanche à 16h. Et là, on est avec le soir.
I'll let it go. Let's go, fellas.
Simpson.